Now you have lied to the court. You lied to your attorney so that they could lie to the court. So you want to tell the truth or not?
I was with my girlfriend while we were watching.
What'd you do
Had a glass of wine. Had a glass of wine with my girlfriend.
on both of these occasions?
She drinks wine.
Yeah, that's what I thought happened. You actually drank. So if you did that, why'd you lie?
Because all the other times I was good. I haven't touched. I haven't wanted.
Oh, I know that. So
Honestly,
why did you lie?
This entitled defendant, Rafael Grabowski, is back in court for a bond violation hearing after alcohol reportedly showed up on 2 of his monitoring tests. His defense has an explanation for those readings, but the judge has serious questions about what really happened.
Right from the start, this hearing is about more than just 2 alcohol readings. The bigger issue is whether the defendant actually violated his bond conditions and whether the explanation being presented to the judge can hold up under scrutiny. What would you do if the court questioned your explanation this closely?
Court does call the case of the people versus Rafael Grabowski.
Good morning, Your Honor. David I. Goldstein, appearing on behalf of the defendant.
And what were we intending on doing today?
Well, Your Honor, there's 2 things. One is a pretrial, and I was also informed prior to today that there was a violation.
There is correct.
I'd like to address the violation first, if that's okay with the court.
That would be what I think needs to happen.
Your Honor, Ms. Reiser and I did have an opportunity to review the violation report. I did indicate to my client that on 2 occasions, one in February and one in March, there was a small amount of alcohol in his system. I'm going to assume for the sake of argument that all of those other tests were there was no positive result. Your Honor, I explained it to my client. My client indicated to me that he does use, on occasion, mouthwash. And on those 2 occasions, that's why there was a small amount of alcohol in his system. The court notes that I believe I don't have
that's what he told you.
Yes.
And that's why you're relating that to me?
That's exactly right, Your Honor.
Okay.
Your Honor.
Keep going, please.
I'm sorry?
Keep going.
Okay, I don't have the report in front of me, but I believe both of those were in the evening. It's part of his evening process.
You can look at it. Because those, did you? Because those are, what kind of mouthwash?
Yeah. 0.021 and 0.023 is what.
And now the judge spots a major problem with the mouthwash explanation. If alcohol from mouthwash supposedly caused the reading, why did the monitoring system produce another result later and then show a lower or compliant reading? That timing is exactly what makes the judge skeptical.
You're referring to, Your Honor.
Yeah, but then what is more disconcerting with the excuse that your client is giving you, that you are relating to the court, is that then there's a retest. So that mouthwash was hanging around for a while.
Well, Your Honor, let's see. 11:32, about a half an hour on this one, and it was going down. And about a half an hour, a little bit more than half an hour on this one, and it was also going down.
Those the same days?
No, one is on the 25th,
Yes.
and one's on the 22nd, for February 25th and March 22nd.
Yeah. There was the one that
You don't tell me, tell him.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, approach it.
Yeah, I got it.
So the first one was after, I know February was after the football game.
It was what?
I'm watching the NFL football game.
Yeah.
I watched the game. I went in, brushed, and right away blew, and it didn't register. So then I waited till the required time and watched another TV show, and then blew a compliant test. And then the second one was after I waited 30 minutes after popcorn brushed, rinsed my mouth again, then waited 10 minutes, and then blew, and it's working.
Your Honor,
So then I waited for retest, and the retest was okay.
Your Honor, after looking at the report again, I noticed that both tests were in the evening. I'm assuming, since there are no other tests referenced, all the morning tests were negative, and all the other evening tests were negative except for those 2. That's all I can say at this time, Your Honor.
The judge is making something very clear here. He doesn't believe the mouthwash explanation. but he's giving the defendant one last opportunity to stand by it. This is a critical moment because the defendant can either continue with the story or finally tell the court what actually happened.
I've never heard of mouthwash lingering that long, first of all. And that mouthwash, particularly as it's being described, would hang around that long to blow numbers. And I'll be honest with you, I don't believe it
Okay.
at all. But if that's your story, then that's a story you're going to give me, and then I got to do what I got to do.
And therein is the story completely changes. After the judge presses him, the defendant admits he actually drank wine with his girlfriend. That changes the entire hearing because now the court is dealing with both a bond violation and a credibility problem. Was honesty at this point enough to save him?
Is that really what happened?
Yeah, I was up late watching football, yes, with my girlfriend.
I don't doubt that. I'm just saying, you're saying that's the reason for the alcohol. Is that what you're telling me?
That's what I want to tell you.
Okay, I understand what you want to tell me.
No,
I also understand. I didn't just wake up yesterday and start doing this. So I want to make sure that that's what you want to tell me
well,
before I do what I have to do.
there-
If that's your story,
no, sir, that is not.
that is not what.
That is not my story.
Okay.
I
So now you have lied to the court. You lied to your attorney so that they could lie to the court. So you want to tell the truth or not?
I was with my girlfriend while we were watching.
What'd you do
Had a glass of wine, had a glass of wine with my girlfriend.
on both of these
Okay.
occasions?
She drinks wine.
Yeah, that's what I thought happened. You actually drank. So if you did that, why'd you lie?
Because all the other times I was good. I haven't touched, I haven't wanted.
Oh, I know that. So
Honestly,
why did you lie?
because I knew it was wrong.
What?
That admission comes at the worst possible time. The defense was already hoping for more time to work toward an offer, but the judge has just heard that the defendant violated his alcohol condition and then initially misled the court. As the attorney bluntly puts it, this probably did not help.
It was wrong to have the glasses of wine with her.
So why didn't you just admit that you had it? Because see, now what I have to do is I have to then release you theoretically on an I have to release you theoretically. You're here on an OWI second.
Mhm.
I put you on testing or monitoring system, below numbers. Then you come before the court and you lie to me. What?
I apologize to the court. Amen.
What were we intending on doing on the case?
And the consequences are now official. The judge finds a bond violation, raises the bond to $25,000 with a 10% provision, and requires a SCRAM alcohol monitoring tether before release. The biggest lesson here is that the alcohol violation mattered, but the decision to lie made the situation far more serious. Do you think the stricter bond was justified?
Your Honor, I did have an opportunity to discuss the matter with Ms. Reiser. We were going to ask for about a 30-day adjournment. She indicated she was not going to make an offer until my client earned an offer.
Yeah. This probably didn't help.
Ms. Reiser knew about this, Your Honor, before she made that comment.
Yes, I'm sure she did. guess it wouldn't be wise to adjourn this out 30 days. I'll adjourn this matter to April 17, 2021 at 9 a.m. or as your invite indicates. I will find that the defendant violated his bond conditions of no alcohol use. The defendant's bond will be set at $25,000. I'll give a 10% privilege at this time on it, but defendant, if he posts that bond, cannot be released from custody without a SCRAM tether, and it must be in place. Defendant is remanded.
And that brings this hearing to a serious conclusion. Rafael Grabowski came before the court with 2 reported alcohol readings while under a bond condition prohibiting alcohol use. The defense initially attributed those readings to mouthwash, but the judge questioned that explanation, particularly because the readings were followed by later tests that were lower or compliant. Under further questioning, Grabowski ultimately admitted that he had consumed wine with his girlfriend on both occasions. The judge then found that Grabowski had violated his bond condition and imposed significantly stricter terms, a $25,000 bond with a 10% provision, along with a requirement that a SCRAM alcohol monitoring tether be installed before he could be released. The judge's concern was not simply the presence of alcohol. It was also the credibility problem created when the original explanation changed during questioning. This hearing is a reminder that when someone is released under court-ordered conditions, compliance matters, and so does being truthful with the court when those conditions are questioned. Do you think the judge was justified in increasing the bond after Grabowski admitted drinking, or should the court have considered the fact that the alcohol readings were relatively low? Let us know what you think in the comments. And if you want more intense courtroom moments and real legal breakdowns, hit that like button, share this case with someone who follows courtroom drama, and subscribe so you don't miss the next one.